Okay, so I want to show you where your work coordinate system table is located. When we touch off our part and we are hitting F10 and we are recording the location of our X, Y, and Z work coordinate system, all of that information is gathered and put into a table. So I'm going to show you how to get to that table. So for the work coordinate system table, we start just as if we're going to gather our work coordinate system. And we hit Setup F1. Just like we're going to touch off our work, we go to our part F1. Now, this all looks familiar where we enter our work coordinate system. So I want to draw your attention to the keys over to the right. And it is F9 that I'm looking for here. WCS table, work coordinate system table. From here, I have a couple different tables to look at. The only one I want you to be worried about right now is origin. Origin, F2. And this is the table that you populate when you touch off your work and press F10. XYZ, this is a 3-axis machine. You can put multiple axes on this machine in which they would show up farther down. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is when you go to perform a second op on a part, your part is flipped over and that bottom side is all machined, and then you go to machine your second op, and the tool paths do not align with the tool paths underneath. Very common. In that case, you would have to perform a work shift. You would have to move your X tool paths positive or negative, your Y tool paths positive or negative, or your Z tool paths positive or negative. The Z tool path would make your part thicker or thinner. Really common. So you would come to this table and you would actually alter the number in the table. And this is where it's very important that you know which way is positive and which way is negative for a tool path. And when you're standing here looking at this, you're going, okay, my tool paths need to go to the right in X. So is that a positive or negative direction? It's a positive. So I'd add a positive comp to that number of whatever, 3, 5, thou.
Are you guessing on that number at that point?
Great question. Am I guessing? Sometimes yes. Because I don't want to take the work out of the work holding before I make the adjustment. I want to come in here, make an adjustment, and then cut and see if my adjustment was made. So if I can get a piece of inspection equipment in here to do some measuring, do it. What's going to happen over time is you're going to get that calibrated eyeball. And you're going to know what 5 thou looks like, 10 thou looks like, 15 thou looks like. And you'll be able to make those calls. And the reason you're going to have that ability is you're going to measure stuff a lot. So that is where your work coordinate system tables live.